Hey all, welcome back to the channel. Steve here. On this episode of Resurrecting a DC2, we go for a train ride, we eat some funky ramen, and we deep clean this engine bay. Mission accomplished for today. Boom, got my new alien registration card so I can legally be in Japan for only another year now. We've been married for like 10 years or something like that, and I've had like a 5-year visa before, but one more year. Thanks to Shio for the hard work. Little dude's along for the journey. Time to get some lunch. Little outside the restaurant order station for some ramen. We eat quite a bit of ramen, and this is the first time I've seen this sauce. Shio said it's so you can have like a stronger fish flavor to your ramen, like sardines sauce. Just got an update on the ramen. Apparently there's a fish flavor type ramen that I had no idea about up until now. Like even when I just pick it randomly, we end up missing it. But this place specialty like flavor was kind of like a sardini based soup. Hard to explain, just different than normal stuff.
Trauma.
A little bit trauma. That's why I've never seen the fish sauce before. Anyway, let's get back to some DC2 stuff. Today is the day, and what day you ask? It is engine bay cleaning day on the DC2. So let's take a look at it. And so here's one greatly neglected DC2 engine bay. And as I was thinking about it, with like the brackets all cleaned up and stuff, you know, freshly painted, I might as well do the cleaning portion with everything off the engine as much as possible, so that way I'm not just like re-splattering everything after it's already clean. So while it's stripped down, I'm going to focus on cleaning like the sides of the engine bay, the back wall, and like that, because that is where all the curmudgeon is really hanging out. So you can see it's just coated in, I don't know, like this is like sooty dirt that's like worked into the paint, so we'll see if we can get that to lift up. But the back wall should be white, and it's like a super dingy tan. Strut tops, around there, the extra dirt. And again, in here, camera, it looks pretty good because it's a white car, but you can see even that little bit from the finger smudged it up a little bit. So I want to get through all these little nitty-gritty areas, clean up as much as I can. And even like the hoses down here at some point got splashed in mud, and it's just all gross. The throttle body is kind of crusty, and just a general wash what I can, clean what I can. In prep for the cleaning, I just got some places where I don't want water to go into covered up with plastic, a little rubber band. I just had some bubble wrap, so bubble wrap and rubber band. It's like the power steering hose, because the reservoir's out, I don't want going in there. I got the alternator covered up as well, and then I'll do one more sheet of plastic over the engine because I'm not really focused on cleaning it much at all, maybe just around the transmission there. So there's the starting point. Here's the supplies. Just some microfiber towels, a little microfiber reach into places. Technically it's a duster from the 100 yen store. Some plastic bags to cover stuff up with, a little spray bottle, nothing in it, some cheap dish soap to put in the spray bottle and mix up, and then some like technically water spot remover that says it kind of removes discoloration and contaminants or whatever you want to say. That situation there kind of looks like what I have in the engine bay, so I'm hoping it'll work. And then it's just some cheap detailing brushes from Amazon. Last but not least, little garden hose. All right, so last time I know I was talking about getting a steam cleaner, and I was thinking that's kind of the way. I watched some more how-tos, and I saw pretty good results with just some like really basic stuff. So I'm just gonna give that a shot because A, it's cheaper, and B, I kind of had some of this stuff, so we'll see how far we can get with that. I think it's actually probably gonna do a pretty good job. I just need to put the time in to clean it off. So without further rambling, I think we'll just get into it and see what we can do. So first up, I'm just gonna use one of these brushes to remove some of that dry stuff that's sitting around the engine. I'm just going to start in the hard to reach areas, versus getting all this wet and stuff and then have to lean over it and then kind of work my way out around from there and just rinse it as I go, so it's not like a bunch of soap just sitting there drying to the car. And just a note, battery's out of the car, no electricals hooked up. So partway through, let me give you a little update on how it's looking. It's coming out really good, but I could just show you versus talking about it. So once again, we're kind of plagued by the white car washing out a lot of the details. You can see the strut top here. Hopefully it's looking, nice and shiny in the video, but you can also see this, discoloration remains. It's not even a residue. You can hear, yeah, there you go. It's squeaky clean, but the discoloration remains. So I'm going to try maybe the other stuff to see if it can pull it out of the paint, but definitely it's coming along. This is, obviously this is just soap and water. There's no fanciness going on. And then what I realized was going back over it with the towel, not just to dry it off, but to kind of like rub it. And that really pulled out a lot of the dirt from the hoses, because the brush would kind of, agitate it. You rinse it, but it'd still be kind of there. So once I went over it with the towel, it really changed quite a bit. I don't know if you can see the difference. Obviously did it. Haven't touched it. Do strut top to strut top. Not touch strut top. Cleaned up strut top. So yeah, I'm just going to continue on. There's nothing too complicated happening here. Just a lot of time and a lot of sore lower backs from bending over so much. So back to it. So just got the first pass of using the soapy water and scrubbing everything done, and now I just hit one little test area with this like stain remover, we'll call it, for the paint, and holy moly, this is gonna work out awesome. Check this out. I did this little piece here, and this is what it was. It just took it straight off. This stuff really seems to do its job, so I'm really excited to get around the engine bay and see how it looks when I'm done. Good morning, picking up where we left off. But first, you guys showed interest in that burnable oil box from the last video, so I figured I'd just elaborate on that because I got more junk to throw away, and this is what I gotta do. All right, so yeah, here's the oil box. That'll go out on burnable trash day, and I will put it in a pink trash bag there. And that pink trash bag, you can see it's 20-liter size, and it says burnable garbage or unburnable garbage. And so if it's something that can burn, like paper products or the oil box, that'll go in there on the burnable day. So yeah, then I have these other bits I need to get rid of, like the old oil filter, these old brake lines, fuel filter, bearing, like inside the bag here. I got those junk pedals, got some old wheel weights, so just a whole bunch of random stuff that does not burn. So yeah, I'll just put all that stuff in the bag, put it out for tomorrow when they pick it up, and hopefully it's all gone. Sometimes if you get it wrong, they'll just leave your trash there and it doesn't get picked up, so you have to resort it and try and get it right. So what's notable and kind of cool is for like trash collection here, you pay for it by the bag basically. So just to make it easy, that 10 of those 20-liter bags is $4. So it's 40 cents every time you throw a bag away. We don't have like a monthly trash bill, it's just, those bags. So in the end, it's like way cheaper. You just have to play by the rules and get it out on the right day. There you go, trash update, exciting stuff. And one more notable upgrade for the channel. I finally got some gloves. Finally broke down and bought some. We'll see if they fit. It says they're large. Japanese large, American large, we'll find out. Boom. I think that's a winner. Last time I got an unbelievable amount of black like residue on my hands after cleaning, so it's silly to be breaking these out for cleaning and not actually doing something oily or something like that. But anyway, let's get to it. my goodness, many hours later, but the results do not disappoint. I'm absolutely like shocked at how good the engine bay paint essentially looks, because I thought it was a goner with that dark film that was kind of stuck on everything, but holy cow, this is a completely different car. Of course I'm going to show you guys here in a second, but I just I don't want to understate, like, this was hours. I'm not going to make this easy. Like, this was hours with the brush and the soap and the water, and then hours with this like water spot remover, deep cleaner stuff that really has a smell of being like Windex. So I think glass cleaner is maybe the secret ingredient in here. I can't understate like the transformation this car is like going through. Just hit like a new level. So let's take a look at it. Alright, so just starting with the big overall shot, you can see the paint is just visibly brighter, whiter, cleaner. And then yeah, down here, ABS box looks brand new, but just this paint, like look at that shine, like it's not even, before it was kind of like squeaky clean the first time around with the soap and water, but now it's not even like that. It's stripped away all of that film, and you can see here where this was all gray and dingy through here, and the firewall as well. Like, just unbelievable. This was some of the worst stuff right here, especially along the cowl. Unbelievable transformation of saving the paint essentially. Like, you can see, there we go, there's a good example of what it was, kind of hiding behind that hard line there. I didn't want to try and break that clip. This was all gray and gross, like unbelievable. I'll put some B-roll before and afters in here because the transformation is just astonishing. Just put the time in, diligently go about it some methodical way, and I'm just absolutely floored at how good this bay looks right now. I just did like a 97% job, not 100% out, but took some of these brackets off, and that really made a difference for getting into places. But even the hoses, this is just soap and water and then wiping it down with the microfiber, and that's how good it looks. I haven't hit it with any dress up like detailer yet. I do plan on doing that, but I think I'll do that when I get the valve cover on and all the components back on for like the final detail. I'm absolutely tickled with how good this looks. I guess let me know what you guys think down below. The transformation is just next level. Sorry I don't have everything dressed on the engine bay, all back together. That will be next time, hopefully. Hopefully the valve cover will be back. We'll get everything bolted back onto the engine, and then like dressed up and like have the complete final transformation reveal. And like I said before, like I didn't know this was gonna be a 6-part, 7-part series now, but like this was just a lot of time, like this is not the sexy part of like restoring a car or bringing it back, but like it is super rewarding. Sometimes you just got to put in the work, and I feel like right now I'm just putting in the work to bring this thing back, and then it'll be like the enjoyment phase of it. So I appreciate you guys coming along with this journey of bringing this thing back. Appreciate you guys coming back twice a week for the videos, and yeah, we'll be continuing on in the next one. Until then, hope you all are good. Much love. Be well. Glove review for after sticking my hand in so many weird tight places. That's the only spot on my right hand, and that's the only spot on my left hand. Excellent. What an upgrade.